Alright, what is going on, everyone? It is Foul Play here. We are back for another Modern League. We're back on Bogles here. So changes from last league. I got rid of the All That Glitters line and went back to the Spirit Mantle, reverted the deck to that. Yeah, all the Glitters wasn't quite what we'd hoped for. So yeah, we're just gone back to what we know that works, what was working before we changed the list. And yeah, with the sideboard, I've included an extra decide. I got rid of one Force of Vigor. I think Heliod combos around enough that we probably want a few numbers of decide in the sideboard. Another option is to just trim the Lurrus out altogether, keep your Force of Vigors, and up your decide that way. Lurrus is probably a flexible slot that we can play with there. So yeah, without further ado, let's get into a league. Get it happening. And where's the deck? Let's view the deck. Updated the stream info. I might have to update the stream decker actually as well. And change the display as well. We've got a few things to do in a little space of time here. Export, save, overwrite. Yep, done. Screen, change the screen. Alright, so opponent is wishing us good luck. Very, very kind of them. So we won the die roll here on the play versus Psycho Emotion. And starting hand looks pretty good. Let's get into it. Old reliable Bogles. That's the one, Boros. Old crowd favorite. I was watching one of Nikachu's videos and he was saying he's gotten to the point where now that he's had such a presence on like social media and things like that on as like a Bogles player, as a nice guy, all those sorts of things, instead of getting all the salt he used to get, he just gets people that like say GG when they absolutely have the floor wiped with them. Alright, so here comes Iok. Goodbye, Spirit Mantle. We salute you, Spirit Mantle. We're searching for auras now. We find a guy. I guess we can play the guy. Take 2 damage to do it. We could be like turning on a Scourge of the Skyclaves there. I think it's worthwhile. Sort of like taxes the opponent's mana as well. Dark Confidant. Alright. You know what I like? Okay, it's whatever my opponent's doing. I like a Spirit Dancer with some stuff on it. Let's give it some protection, some totem armor here. This seems pretty good to me. If they didn't remove it, they might not have a removal spell at all. We'll attack for a bunch. See what the opponent wants to do. Chump blocks. Blocks the Bogle. Alright, well, we got another one in hand anyway, in case things go sour. I'll happily trade that. That's definitely a worthwhile trade for us. Looks like a black-red shadow deck. So Scourge of the Skyclaves. Possibly Magmatic Channeler. Probably Seasoned Pyromancer. Alright, there's a Seasoned Pyro. Draw the Razorverge Thicket. Alright, we'll kick things off with Sentinel's Eyes. We're drawing a billion hexproof creatures. Alright, we're attacking for a lot, gaining a lot, going up to 41. Opponent on 5, and we're just looking for that final nail in the coffin. as far as trample, flying, protection from creatures is concerned. Any of those effects would be fantastic. Another Seasoned Pyromancer for my opponent. So we see in the graveyard Unearth, Inquisition, Dark Confidant. Mostly it's just been discarding land here. Did we actually do it? Did we actually just stop drawing auras? Okay. This is fine. We put Lurrus to hand, we can play double scout and sort of play around things our opponent can do. We'll leave the Spirit Dancer in hand. Although Spirit Dancer's like potentially better to play. I think we play the Hexproof guys. Alternatively, we could just like play all the Hexproof creatures and, you know, Bob's your uncle. It's like good for a Liliana type effect. Maybe he's running white and he's got Kaya's Gale in the deck. Possibly could have thought about that a turn sooner though, but I think he's just black-red. Alright, so Inquisition takes Lurrus. He probably cries at the second Spirit Dancer. So that's the only problem with putting Lurrus into our hand in that spot there. If we don't put it into our hand, we like ages away from getting that Spirit Mantle out the grave. Alright, here's Croxer. I guess we just don't. I guess we empty hand first and then Lurrus later. Unearth's the Seasoned Pyro. Yep. Yep. Alright. Evasion. Let's go. Trample something. Get in there. I could put like Spider Umbra on the Bogle, but I can't really attack well with a Bogle, so you know, we're just not going to do that. Looks like my opponent might have a second Unearth because he's ditching the Seasoned Pyro there. Yep. Alright. Oh, opponent's taking his own life total down to 3 now. We might be able to attack wide depending on what they do at some point. I think Spirit Dance is safely out of range of Lightning Bolt, but Fatal Push could still be an issue. We do have 2 lots of Totem Armor down low to protect against that, so need to fade triple Fatal Push. Looks like my opponent's getting ready to bring back Croxer, maybe. Magmatic Channeler. Well, we called that one. Oh, he's got Lightning Skelemental in the deck. That's interesting. I think the chance of us attacking wide is slowly dwindling away into obscurity. We are on 95 health though, so we'll take that bet. Channeler is the fearsome 4/4 now. Didn't even have to work for it. Oh, his Fatal Push. That's going to take away Totem Armor. That's a bloody good find, man. That is a bloody good find. See, now that we've just continued to flat out, we're almost at a point where we could Lurrus to hand, cast Lurrus, and play Spirit Mantle all in one turn. So, I hope we didn't throw this game, but we might have. Alright, we lose Razorverge Thicket. Hey, we did it! Let's go! 300 draws later, we got there. Cool. Alright, well, we sort of know what we're versing. Rest in Peace is going to hurt them more than it's going to hurt us. And there's probably potential for Blood Moon, so we might want things like Force of Vigor, Seal of Primordium, Decide to deal with Blood Moon. It's obviously a little bit less important than everything else that's going on though. And I don't think my opponent is playing Death Shadow. I think he's just playing like Croxer and like the Rakdos graveyard based deck. Could probably like just fetch around Blood Moon, honestly. I don't think it's worth sideboarding all those cards in for. So we'll bring in 3 Rest in Peace. We'll take out the Path to Exiles and a Core Spirit Dancer. Sound is pretty medium. We have like Windswept Heath that can fetch a basic. We're on the draw, by the way. I guess we're supposed to bring in anti-discard, right? Leyline of Sanctity. Opponent mulligans to 6. I think I'm going to do the same. Alright, this is better than our last hand. We can keep this bottom, the Dryad Arbor. And pray. Keep bottom. They're not always going to have the discard spell, but I guess it's going to happen semi-regularly for them. Although, here we are, no discard spell. This is the Magmatic Channeler. It's the Croxer. Alright, we'll lose a Rest in Peace. That's pretty good. So we can like just Rest in Peace and snap away Croxer forever here. We can play double aura attack, obviously. We can hold up Dryad Arbor for Liliana, which I think is what we need to do. So I think the line is Spider Umbra, hold up Windswept Heath, and just attack for 2. It's not the most aggressive line, but it means we can play around Blood Moon. We're playing around Anger of the Gods. It's only bad to, like, discard, right? Right. Alright, let's go to attacks. Strangely enough, I think we're going to get to play this one a little bit patiently. Alright, Crox is not very good in the face of Rest in Peace. I'll tell you that much. Opponent also missed a land drop, which is something to note. Now he's got the Channeler. We're drawing to play around Blood Moon anyway. Look at these lands here. We'll attack for a bit. So they have to pay mana to play the card that they exile, right? Blood Chief's Thirst and another Croxer. Alright, well, that's a bit unfortunate. Oh wait, did he... Oh, he discards Blood Chief's Thirst. Finds the Blood Moon. Alright, let's crack this one. Fuck. Oh wait, he wasn't casting it. I thought he was casting it. Sure. So we literally have all our lands against Blood Moon. We've got a creature for against Liliana. Our opponent doesn't have land here. They've missed 2 land drops now. Or 3, actually. Sheesh. And we continue to draw anything that isn't an aura, which is a little bit amusing. Alright, here's an aura. And that's enough damage. That's going to be lethal. Opponent concedes. Let's go, team. Game 1 to the Bogle Brigade. And alright, not a bad start to the league. GG, chat. So yeah, potentially I'm supposed to bring in the Leyline of Sanctities there. I didn't. It's probably the sort of thing where we probably don't bring in Rest in Peace that game. We bring in the ley lines, and then when we're on the play, we take out the ley lines for the Rest in Peace. Just because turn 1 discard hurts Bogles really, really hard. So I don't think I optimized my sideboarding there. But, you know, we got there. Alright, so welcome back for match number 2. We're versing Rockster. Won the die roll on the play. And what's our starting 7 look like? Looks like our opponent's got a companion as well. Opponent's got the Lurus. Alright, we're going to keep this one. Might save like one of these Windswept Teeths for a Dryad Arbor potentially. We should be alright to just play our creature and start smacking though. I think we want Temple Garden here as well as the land to fetch. Taking like the damage here is like only bad if we're versing a Shadow deck and turning on a Scourge of the Skyclaves. Other than that, I think we're in a pretty good spot. Sparring Vantage. This could be a burn deck, actually. Okay. Oh, taking the damage there could kill us. Let's go ahead, get a basic Plains, Sentinel's Eyes, Spider Umbra, and attack. So I guess Burn gets to play Lurus for pretty free. Pretty much for free. Oh, okay. Oh, we just rip the nuts and they don't have Eidolon the Great Revel. Yeah, sure. So, does it even matter what we do here? Can we possibly die? I guess Boros Charm into triple burn spell. Yeah, I won't tap the Horizon Canopy. It doesn't speed up my clock, so we'll attack, put him to 9. Next turn, we can play Griff Spoon and finish him off. There's the Boros Charm. They need land triple bolt right now. Alright, the Goblin Guide's not going to do very much, people. Could give us a land. Boon, Ethereal, attack for 1,000,000. Opponent concedes before he sees the Ethereal Armor. Sad face. Alright, so we are versing Burn here, people. Let's bring in these ley lines. I usually like to bring in Force of Vigor when I'm on the draw because Eidolon on turn 2 can be absolutely backbreaking for us. So it's an enchantment creature. It doesn't have god typing. Just making sure I can't get rid of all of them with like Decide or something. Looks like I can't. Obviously, Core Spirit Dancer dies to the majority of our opponent's deck. Having like flying isn't that important here. But it's probably better having the cheaper aura than having the spirit mantles. Just load up on 1-drops and go with that. Alright, so we got the old leyline hand here, but we have no creature, so I'm going to mulligan. This one does have a creature. It doesn't have any land, though. It's still, like, extremely tempting. I think we can do better. I mean, like, fuck, can we just get a keepable hand here? I don't even have, like, a fetch land. Excuse me, to go for Dryad Arbor. Keep. Put 3 cards on the bottom. 1, 2... No. I guess land has to be 3. That really sucks, though. This is a pretty good 4. Alright. Let's hit our lands. Let's go Goblin Guide. Come on, buddy. A scout? No. Not like this. Alright, we'll play our scout. We'll pass the turn. Spider Umbra. Oh my god. What is this? Draw duplicates day? Idle on the Great Revel. Yep. Good old stuck on no mana. For opponent attacks with both creatures, we can block the Eidolon. That, like, really hurts us. If he has a second Eidolon in hand, though. And it means we have no way of casting Daybreak Coronet next turn, where at the moment, if we draw land, we can cast Daybreak Coronet. I think let's just take Temple Garden, finally. Alright. Make him have Skullcrack. Oh, now we want to draw the auras. I can't afford to play around Wear Tear here either, by the way. I just need to jam Daybreak and hope. I can get 2 for 1 here and lose, but I'm losing the game anyway if I don't attack and gain the life in this spot. Lightning Bolt. Oh, has he just got double Lightning Bolt to finish me off? Alright, well, that's the power of me missing land drops and him being on the play with an Eidolon. That's fine. That was reasonably close, though, let's be real. Force of Vigor, like, loses value here now that we're on the play. Probably just take it out for a Seal of Primordium and get into it. I wouldn't really like expect a Blood Moon from my opponent's deck, particularly when they have Lurrus, like how they're going to cast Lurrus through a Blood Moon. Alright, great hand. Let's snap it up. This literally has everything. Oh, let's go. Let's go. Well, opponent's mulligan to 5 as well. They're going to be low on resources. Where was this hand game 2? Come on, people. Skip through the turn. Alright, looks like we take a little bit of damage. We deal a lot back, and then we have Daybreak up. Oh, hello. Hello, Griffspoon. Let Griffspoon chill in hand for now. How can Burn beat this hand? Nearly impossible. Oh, they still can. It's just going to be very hard for them. Like, here I think they're holding up Skullclack. If they're running around with deflecting palms, they can very easily beat us. Alright, they just concede to the Daybreak. Obviously we're attacking for a butt ton there. What a hand, people. Loving it. This is why we play Bogles. Just gonna throw that out there. Dude, what a god 7. What a god hand. Alright, just waiting to get into this one. Hopefully it happens shortly. True, deflecting palm could be scary, yeah. Deflecting palm is pretty gross. Looks like I'm not currently streaming on YouTube, which is weird because I thought I set it up to stream. While we wait to get into this lobby, I might just see what I can do about that. Oh, we'll find the match. Might see what we can do about that anyway. Go live. Alright, here we are for match number 3 versus a Plum Nox and won the Doro on the play. Is this that Amulet Titan person? Not really sure. Not really sure. The hand is like reasonable, but not a very quick clock. A little bit slow, really. I think we can find a better 6 or 5. This is kind of awkward. Says my opponent was last seen 2 days ago playing a red deck. What is the red deck? Mono red with Killing Fiend and Soulscour Mage with Burst Lightning, Lava Dart. Okay. I think we have to mulligan to a Hexproof hand here. Alright, we'll keep this one. Any Blood Moons in the main deck? No. Blood Moons are in the sideboard though. Assuming he's still on the same list. We'll get rid of Spirit Mantle. We'll get rid of Spider Umbra. And get into it. Yeah. Oh wow, we just draw the Daybreak Coronet? Like, that's pretty ballsy. Let's take that. Awesome stuff. Get down. Vigilance. First strike. Attack for 3. Checking game history. Oh, I never thought about that. Opponent can go ahead and check their game history to find out what's going on. Alright, well, he's gotten in for a bit of damage here. We obviously have the Daybreak, so that should pretty much be game in game 1. Yeah. Pretty much. Alright, opponent is understandably a little bit salty about us having the nuts in that spot. Not too shabby. Any blast zones in the main deck for my opponent or in the sideboard? Looks like mountains and fiery islets in the main and no blast zones in the sideboard. That's going to make this a lot easier. Still seems like it doesn't want to... This deck just loses to every tier 1 deck. I really would not call Bogles tier 1. Alright, so sideboard wise, he's got access to Blood Moons that we care about. Alright, well, Blood Moon while our opponent's on the play could be pretty painful for us. Spirit Dance is quite weak. We might want to consider Leyline of Sanctity here. Honestly, I think we should. And then we want to take out what's expensive, like Spirit Mantle. And that's 5 cards out between the Spirit Dancers and the Spirit Mantle. Just take out a Griff Spoon and that should do it. Wow, that's a pretty good hand. I'm going to keep this. There's like some really nice things about this hand. It's got a really good clock, especially after drawing that second Ethereal Armor. But it's also good against things like Anger of the Gods. The lands don't deal damage to me. Yeah, very happy to see this. Killing Fiend, sure. Against Killing Fiend, I just don't even want to attack, honestly. That's a good draw, though. Maybe now? Maybe like Fade a turn, hold up Path, and attack. Yeah, I think I like that. Let's see what he can throw at us, and we'll just go on the control path at the moment for at least a turn. Second Killing Fiend. Okay. I still want to be on the control path at the moment because double Killing Fiend is scary. Then, like, when he goes for whatever he goes for, we can block one out pretty easily, path the other, and then just take a little bit of damage from the Swift Spear. If he does nothing, I'll just path one end of turn. Alright, opponent looks like they really want to just slow roll the setup. If we can find a Vigilance effect, that would be really, really good. We are ramping our opponent here because they did miss a land drop as well. Actually, 2 land drops. I don't really see much point in attacking still. Like, because he's just going to chump block with Soul Scour Mage and then go crazy. Alright, looks like he's going for something now. There's the Crash Through. Anyone see the new card that was spoiled? The like green Crash Through at instant speed? That looks really sweet. Double Crash Through. triple crash through, lol. I'll tell you one thing, Dryad Arbor is not going to do much in this spot. Looks like he's maybe got a 1-drop to start blocking with from next turn. For his attack like this, I'd say he's got another Soul Scale Mage. It's a lot of damage. We're not dead though. Or are we? No. Alright, well the patient line wins it. Oh. We apologize for any inconvenience, but Magic Online has encountered a problem. You may need to restart before playing can continue. Okay. Alright, well, just give us a second. I'm going to reload the Magic Online and get back into the match. Wow, why is it opening on that screen? Come on, man. Don't do this to me. When have I ever opened it on that screen? Cool. Alright, so apologies for that, folks. A couple of minutes and we'll be back into the game. God. How do I get rid of this rubbish stuff? Report. Bot. Cool. Get rid of that nonsense. Now if only I could work out how to delete this comment. Oh, does blocking the person delete it? No, it does not. Odd as anything. Well. Says we're currently 3-0, so I'm going to go out on a limb and say we won the match. Cool. We'll take it. Don't mind that at all. Alright. Where has... Is the new league somewhere else? No, it's there. Okay, cool. I just needed to like click off and back on. Very bizarre, but yeah, nice little win. Alright, people. The hype is starting. Let's get a quick poll happening, I reckon. The big question on my mind right now is how are we gonna finish? (5-0) and we'll give like a 5-minute on this poll. Give some people an unfair advantage here. Let's get that one happening. Alright. So here we are for match number 4 versus Nicholas. And we are on the play, winning the die roll. We've got a very strong Spirit Dancer hand here. I think we can actually keep this. We could potentially go in on a Dryad Arbor with this hand, with the Sentinel's Eyes. Let's give it a shot. Sand's got like 2 lots of totem armor, which is pretty strong. Oh, we lost the Dara? Oh, never mind. We're on the draw, people. This Sand is like way, way worse on the draw. So go ahead and pass it. Hopefully they go for some sort of action during their turn, and then we can just untap and do our thing. Watery Grave in tapped. Drowned Catacombs. Alright, well, we're just like never resolving a Bogle. Or Dryad Arbor, pardon me. Let's go Windswept Teeth, pass turn. And then we'll look to like double creature next turn. So we'll look to Dryad Arbor end step, cast Core Spirit Dancer, and then put a Totem Armor on one of them. Shark Typhoon cycled for 0. You got it. Man, this hand is like so much worse. So much worse on the draw. Damn, he actually goes for the kill spell now. That's very annoying. I really want to like Spirit Dancer and Totem Armor on the same turn. Problem is our opponent's probably running Drown in the Lock, and currently we're in like a lot of trouble because our graveyard is full of cards and they can just counter anything they want. Pretty much I think if we rip Bogle off the top and go Core Spirit Dancer gets countered, cast a Bogle, we might do okay. Because now they can Archmage's Charm as well. This is like so annoying right now. To just like set up and put Lurrus to hand. We then discard a card because we have 7 cards in hand. Yeah. Yeah, I think so. Really, like, discarding Sentinel's Eyes is not that bad. I think we just lure us to hand, honestly. I want to get into a spot where I can play double creatures. Oh. Opponent bringing the banter. He's waiting for the Windswept Tribal amazing combo that is going to kill him instantly. What a world we live in. Alright, jig's up. Opponent knows what we're on. To that Sentinel's Eyes. The very fringe played Bogle Aura. Honestly, I just don't even think we're going to resolve another spell for the entire remainder of the match. Oh, what's my opponent doing? Please tap out for something. I'd very much like for you to tap out for something. Bogle? Bogle on top? Alright, will my opponent let this resolve? Can, like, cast a Sentinel's Eyes from the graveyard for free? If he does. Sweet. Alright, well. I think that's a mistake. I think if he's got the counter spell, he wants to counter this here. Well, there's the kill spell. The old fatal push. And there's another aura to hand. We're digging that one card deeper to the hexproof creature, I swear, chat. Let's dig on in there. Jace the Mind Sculptor. There he is. Dedicated blue-black control deck. Oh, there's that Path to Exile we've been waiting for. Let's see this get counted. Cool. Alright, well, that's a little bit sad and a little bit over. We'll go ahead and jump into our sideboarding. Alright, so what cards do we want in this spot? Rest in Peace is obviously pretty good. The big we don't want Path to Exile. The big question is, do we want Leyline of Sanctity in this spot? We'll turn off our Lurrus. Rest in Peace turns off our Lurrus anyway. They could have discard, but we haven't seen discard yet. I think because we're on the play, we're gonna leave it in the sideboard, I reckon. On the draw, I might change my mind. We'll get rid of one Core Spirit Dancer and then submit the list. I think cards to be careful of here, the likes of Engineered Explosives would be quite scary. My god, can I get a Bogle hand? We used up all our luck pre-Bug Splat, or it's not quite called pre-Bug Splat in this, but pre-Moto Crash. Alright, this is a good looking hand. We're going to keep. We bottom Rest in Peace Ethereal. And we've got a nice aggressive clock from that point. So, finally, at 5 cards, I think we've seen like freaking 6 hands at this point, and this is the first good hand. What did we multi game 1? Oh no, we kept to 7 game 1. That's right. Oh, fuck off, man. Oh, hello. Well, we big ballsed it. I was about to go cry in the corner, but we big balls this one. Let's get that attack in for 4. God damn it, Explosives is such a frustrating card for us to verse. Let's go ahead and attack for 4. Opponent has their option to, you know, crack Explosives. Put something to hand, do something, I don't know. Their turn is theirs. It's what they make of it. Alright, they're going for the conserve as much damage as possible route here. We could go one of 2 routes at this point. We could look to put 5 damage on the board and kill him over 2 attacks. Or we could look to put Lurrus into hand. The Lurrus to hand line is better if he has a second Explosives. But the other line is like really strong if he doesn't. Mana efficiency makes us want to Lurrus here. Alright, I think I'm just gonna go the aggressor line. If I play into it, I play into it. Alright, opponent's being very proactive on their turn, so this is not a good sign for us. Just casual double Explosives. Yep. Yep. Oh, we drew a Bogle. Yeah. Yeah. I suppose. Oh, shit. It's definitely not over though. Like, my opponent's got so much going on. Alright, he's fate sealing us. Let's see what they do with the fate seal. That sort of indicates that he's got a fair bit more going on. Probably what's going to happen here is my opponent's got a Shark Typhoon. I'm not close to killing him. I think I need to try and answer Jace. It puts me in a really bad spot there. This is good quality banter here. All right, let's get that attack. Oh, at the Jace, hurt him. Honestly, I think we're just a little bit too far behind. We did get like very fortunate because we did actually top deck the Hyena Umbra in the first place to beat the first explosives. But obviously, like, our last turn was really awkward. Whatever. Pen I fidget with, I dropped it. You guys probably don't have to hear me knocking it into things now. Guess we can try for the Lurus. There's the counter. Alright, so now we can try for the attack, and they can block with Snapcaster Mage. I have to do that, because if I don't, he just Shark Typhoons. Yep. Yeah. Alright, so we've spent like multiple turns trying to deal with our opponent's Jace there. 2 turns, and we lost a creature. We lost our Lurus as well. Opponents definitely played this well, but you know, having double explosives definitely does not hurt. Alright. Drown and Lock will do it as well. Boo. Alright. Sad times, people. Sad times. Alright, so no 5-0 for us this time, but let's see what we can do with the last match. I don't really think I could have played... I could have played one turn differently. I could have played my turn 3 differently and put Lurus to hand. With our opponent going into the Engineered Explosives, would lose our creature. We would have missed on land drop because we drew the next creature. So we could have then creatured into... He wouldn't crack instant speed though. He'd probably crack instant speed, not sorcery. Complicated stuff. Alright, so here we are for match number 5, everyone. 5th and final match of this league. Versing Edos, and we won the die roll. We actually won it this time. This is sort of similar to the 7 I kept last game. I am on the play this time. I am a little bit scared though. Alright, well, we're going to throw this one as well. It says here my opponent is currently 2-0. And, you know, we're down to 4. Let's go, Bogles. Bogle things. Guess we keep whatever this is, and we have to ditch some cards to the bottom. Oh, wait a minute. We can slightly change what we ditch. We ditch 1 creature. We ditch 1 Daybreak. I think we keep Rancor. Let's keep the Rancor. It's just like gamble on the Daybreak, right? Turn 3 Daybreak is still pretty good against most of the things we'll be coming up against. Glistener Elf. Oh, we are fucking dead. There is no way We are not dead. I'll attack and offer the trade. Like, this is such an awful matchup. Actually, I shouldn't yield until next 10 step. I might want to block whatever he's doing with a Dried Arbor. Like, obviously, if he's just going for lethal here. So, it's a pretty obvious block. We can actually draw like an extra land here and then Daybreak and then have Vigilance up and block future things. As long as he doesn't have Gut Shot. Oh, okay. I was about to say probably still wins, but this makes it a lot closer. A lot closer. Does our opponent have the second lot of ridiculousness? We do have Trample. If he's not attacking here, we'll be happy. And then if we rip an aura off the top, like Ethereal Armor, we can actually just straight win it. Ethereal Armor and Daybreak Coronet pretty much win it for us. Path! Wow. I'm not going to complain. Jesus. Alright, so we might actually be winning this to my opponent's misplay. That's pretty wild. Alright, what's the play, opponent? What's the play? I will just block. So blocking like forces him to do the burn spell, the pump spell first. Because he's gone to attack step, can he actually kill me? So he's not played a land this turn. So Groundswell is turned off. Might of Old Crozer is turned off. We don't need to block here. He can't kill us. I'd be very surprised if we died here. We've also got the Path for Assurance. But like, even if he has Blossoming Defense, Vines of Vastwood, we're just not dead. Okay, we get that guy. Okay, I think we just win. Interesting stuff. I probably don't need to give him this information, but he could pump his creature bigger on the block. An interesting thing about Infect, nuance. An interesting nuance about Infect is with Distortion Strike, you can actually turn Pendlehaven on for your Noble Hierarch, because Pendlehaven needs to target a 1/1 creature. And, yeah. An opponent indicating that they messed up, and they most certainly did, but I will definitely take it. You're tying my opponent's second league with the deck. He's tired of losing to Heliod, so he thought he'd give it a try. That's fair. Side. Side. Okay, so Spirit Dance is going to be pretty slow, particularly on the draw. We want to leave, obviously, our Path to Exiles in. And, like, Decide and Seal of Primordium are, like, pretty much the same effects. Actually, no, Decide is just bad. It doesn't hit artifacts. Never mind. Gadok Teague shuts off Become Immense. Leaving a random Spirit Dancer. Like that plan. It's my opponent currently, 2-0. Well, obviously no creature, we have to mulligan. We do have to be like a little bit careful of Spell Sky against this matchup, but hey, we found the seal. The Seal of Primordium. I think we bottom the Spider Umbra here. No. Bottom the Rancor, because Spider Umbra can block Ink Moth Nexus, which could be important. Opponent did keep 7, so it's probably a good hand. Honestly, the hardest thing about this matchup is Blighted Agent. They slow roll the Blighted Agent and then use all the pump spells on that. It's very hard to do anything. Turn 1 Elf. Alright, we'll turn 1 a Scout and pass it over. It looks like my Stream Deck is working, which is good. Oh, there's the Spell Sky. It's a little bit awkward for our opponent. I doubt we're gonna lose to normal damage here, so let's just run it out. Well, we made the call that Spell Sky could be a card, and here it is. There's a Scale Up. Do we just like block and going on a Dryad Arbor? Honestly, that might be worth it. We're like, they've played a land, right? Yeah, they've played Waterlog Grove. So we're dead to like Groundswell or Vines of Vastwood or double 2 mana pump like Mutagenic Growth, Blossoming Defense. And I guess Might of Old Crozer counts in that category as well. Opponent's probably going to be a little bit confused here, but Scale Up is just way too powerful to let through. And we are up a game. I don't think my opponent has like the ability to give trample or anything here. Interestingly enough, he had blue mana, didn't play a Distortion Strike. He's a pretty hard grinder with Lurus Shadow, but now, yeah, that's fair. So go for some double auras here. If my opponent redirects, we can blow up in response. So the fact they actually paid life there helps us. All right. Oh, fuck. Okay. We'll just concede to that. Far out, man. That was a play. So choice between like Spirit Mantle or Spirit Dancer here. I might side out one Spirit Mantle for the second Spirit Dancer, just because Spirit Dancer's a little bit better on the play, or like a lot better on the play. Did I just fail to select my companion? No, I didn't. I was just busy typing and lost track. Alright, this sounds really good. We've actually got Vigilance, which we can get online from turn 2. I'm going to go ahead and keep. Alright, we'll play our guy. Ship it back. I wonder what the result from our poll was, actually. Did anyone join in the poll? Oh, no one voted? Lame. Super duper lame. So we play Ethereal Armor here. We have 4 power and toughness. That's dead to scale up plus might. We can just kill the elf now, which isn't too bad. I think we want to go for it. I don't think we're winning the long game. And then, like, if he's got... if my opponent's... If I path the Glistener Elf and then my opponent's got Spellskite, I probably just lose from this point. So I think I need to risk it this turn. Alright, well that's the Ink Moth, that's the Spellskite, that's all fine. It's pretty good for us. Pretty good for us. So obviously the best draw ever would be Daybreak Coronet here because our opponents can't redirect it. But I was like so smart, killing the Spellskite in response, but then Blossoming Defense. I forgot that they could protect Spellskite. We'll let him go for the redirect. We'll path the guy. 6 power is going to be a lot harder for them to break through here. This has ramped them though. We do get flying out of this though. We can do the old like posture extra removal by shocking in a Temple Garden. Of course, we're versing Infect. They're not going to deal regular damage to us. It's not going to hurt us. And we're like 1 aura off of killing our opponent now. He cycles Waterlogged Grove, which is very promising for us. They can block with Inkmoth Nexus, but for some reason they're animating it during their turn and attacking. Yeah, probs. Oh man. We draw the scout here. So now we can block the ground creature and the air creature. We don't get much value by playing Temple Garden there. I'd like to get inside his head. He's sort of like a little bit tilted already, like self-tilted. This should compound that a little bit. It can, of course, like block and slow the game down and all that sort of stuff. That's pretty good. So then he has to block with 2 creatures if I equip the scout and attack with both. Second creature won't have vigilance, but all right. So we got the 4-1. We beat Infect. That's 2 times in a row I've beaten Infect now. In the last fortnight. That's really sweet. That's a really awesome result for the deck. Yeah, that's huge. I really do not expect to beat Infect ever. I expect it to be a free win for them. They obviously misplayed a little bit game 1. And yeah, that came back to bite them with that attack with the block with the Dried Arbor. 4-1 is very good. Thank you, Boros. I'm glad you enjoyed it. I'm glad you agree. Yeah, I just think this list is like really, really solid right now, honestly. I'm really liking Sentinel's Eyes in the meta. Having extra sources of vigilance is really strong. The point where like Sentinel's Eyes is really weak is if you have it in a hand that like doesn't have first strike or evasion or things like that. Because if your opponent puts up like a 2 or 3 power and toughness creature, they can just block you out if you attack with like a Bogle that has vigilance trample or something, so like a 4-2 trample vigilance, then you're obviously in trouble. But yeah, Sentinel's Eyes mostly is just a very strong card that's going to help you against these shadow decks, these prowess decks, and pretty much every creature based matchup. Really good addition to the deck. Sideboard wise, I think I'm pretty happy with my sideboard as well. Let's just pull it down. We're like maybe a little bit weak on Artifact and Destruction at the moment, because we only got 2. We could probably like minus a Gadok Teague for a second Force of Vigor. I think that'd probably be more balanced. I just don't like losing against Tron, so I like having all the Gadok Teagues in there because Gadok Teague is really good against Tron. Decide is obviously really important for this Heliod meta we're in. But I never seem to verse the deck, and when I do, I never seem to draw Decide, so who knows. Yeah, that's going to be it for... Oh, wow, we finished, like, super early here. Yeah, I might just wrap it up anyway. Give myself an early night. Maybe start on some video editing for the weekend. But yeah, thanks so much for joining, Boros, and everyone else that's here. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I hope to see you next time. GG's, and thanks again.